Super to be out at the tracks with Nick this morning. We're going to be chatting about the Cliffy Miller runners, and it certainly is a lovely morning. First up for the yard will be Ndizeo in race 1. She'll make her local debut. She relocates off maiden form from the Highveld and looks to have room for improvement, Nick.
Yeah, she's a nice little filly. Her work at home has been quite solid. You know, she's doing everything the right way. If it was the poly track, I'd be a lot more confident. You know, she shows a hell of a lot of speed at home, and in her previous races, she does have a lot of toe. She's doing well. I think the grass, shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, all her racing has been on the grass, but competitive field. I think that also Gavin's off a long break has probably got the best form lines as a maiden here in PE. But she's in with a chance, and I think she's definitely got to be a first four contender.
Another newcomer will step out for the first time for the yard in race 2 in the way of Sovereign's Call, also relocating from the Highveld.
Yeah, he's a really, really nice horse, and he's quite the looker. He's at the moment, his coat is in perfect condition. He's really doing well. Obviously, the 12 might be on the sharp side, but he's probably looking for 14 in time maybe on the poly track as well. But the speed in the race that we've got with Pop Chart, and he's probably going to be going nice and quick up front. We're going to have a nice speed to aim at, and that's what he's going to enjoy. But if he has to be in the top 3, but if he doesn't win, he just keep an eye on him when we go a little bit further.
White Waters. Now, she made her local debut last time out for the yard in race 3. It was a fair effort and one she can improve on.
Yeah, I expected a little bit better from her. I know it was a little bit off a bit of a rest and that, but around the turn she travelled like a winner, and she just didn't really find too much up the straight. Back on grass for the longer straight, hopefully, but not sure if she enjoyed the poly or not. But back on grass, she's doing really well at home. She did give her a rating drop in the open maiden, so we're not carrying 61 anymore. It's a competitive field. There's 1 or 2 at the top of the weights and 1 or 2 at the bottom of the weights, like a typical open maiden fashion. But her work at home has been really good, and we're just hoping for the best. And I think she will definitely improve, and she has to be one to throw into your place accumulators.
Lizwile Lali, next up in race 6, is going to give sprinting a try again and has been fitted with blinkers.
Yeah, a bit disappointing as well. We've dropped her back to basics and whacked a pair of scoops on her. I think we're in a bit of a rush to run her the first 2 starts, in all honesty, and she's just maybe acclimatising a little bit better now. Her work's been good. Just hoping for the best from her and hoping for a bit of improvement. I think hopefully after this run she'll also get a bit of a rating drop, which might help her.
Japanese Gardens runs in race 7. Now, last time out she stayed on well, and also a run that she can build on.
Yeah, you can put a line through that. Out the pens, I got a big bump from the horse on the outside, and these fillies, as soon as they encounter one of those bumps and that, they really call it a day. She's far better than that. She's really doing well at the moment, and at 10 to 1 is again overpriced. I don't think she's a 10 to 1 shot, and I think expecting a very good run, and I think she got very close to winning.
And 2 runners closing off for the yard in race 9. Wordsworth, my gosh, he ran a cracker last time out, again stronger and over 1,200, not his favourite trip. So back over 1,000 on Friday, I think he can run a big race. He'll be joined by Griffin Park, who'll start for the yard for the first time.
Yeah, I've been very excited to run Griffin Park. He's a really, really nice little horse. And his work at home has been nothing short of phenomenal. He's a real grinder, and he does a hell of a lot of good work as well. If there was a poly 5 again, I sound like a stuck record, but if it was a poly 5, I'd be very excited to run him. But unless you're a filly, you don't get any 66,000s on poly. So we had to take our chances on the grass. He's a really nice horse. Keep an eye on him. He's going to run a nice race. I don't think you're going to need it too much. Wordsworth and a cracker. To be going to beaten under 2 lengths by Imaginable is a horse that I think is really, really smart. Over 1,200, not his favourite trip. On the poly, it's probably not his favourite surface. Out the top draw, back over a 5 on grass. I think he's run 4 times over course and distance for 2 wins in a second. Claim 4, down 2 divisions. He could actually be the one to beat here. I can't really split them, but it's just on paper, Wordsworth seems to be the right one.
Whatever the case, it looks a strong hand to close for the yard on Friday in race 9.